There are a lot of different methodologies out there in the world of education to understand people. Today, I'm going to share with you the absolute best way for you to understand yourself and understand others to have the best life possible.
Welcome to Becoming Wiser with Dr. Robert A. Rohm, author and world-renowned public speaker, as he shares stories involving his experiences and lessons learned in a good-spirited, positive, and fun way. Here's Dr. Robert A. Rohm.
I'm Dr. Robert Rohm, president of Personality Insights. We teach the DISC model of human behavior. I believe the DISC model of human behavior is the best way to understand yourself and to understand other people. Now, I want you to visualize this. You may be driving, you may be listening. I'm going to teach it to you in a way you can understand. Then I'm going to give you 10 reasons. That's right. I'm going to give you 10 reasons why what I'm teaching you today will be the best way to understand other people in business, in marriage, in family, in any kind of interaction with other people. You see, people don't do things against you. People do things for themselves. And if you don't understand how people are wired, you will constantly be stumbling trying to figure it out. So here we go. Let's start. First of all, picture a circle. Just a round circle. I think most people, if you're driving or if you're sitting still, you can understand this. Of course, if you'd like to draw a picture of this, if it's appropriate with your environment, please feel free to do that. Just draw a circle. Then draw a line horizontally across the middle from left to right or right to left. Now you have a circle with two parts. Above the top of the circle, write the word outgoing. And at the bottom of the circle, write the word reserved. Now you have a circle with a line across the middle. The top of it says outgoing. The bottom, it says reserved. This is your motor or your pace. Are you more outgoing or are you more reserved? I think I'm more of an outgoing kind of person. I can be reserved if I need to. I know how to do that if that's appropriate. But in general, my motor, let's move. Yours might be, that would be more reserved. That's okay. We're just wired differently. Ask yourself, which way do I think I am most of the time? Now draw a line vertically from top to bottom. Off to the left, outside the circle, write the word task. And on the right, outside the right side, write the word people. Now let's review. We have a circle. It now has 4 quadrants. The 2 quadrants on the left say task. The 2 quadrants on the right say people. The 2 quadrants on top say outgoing. The 2 quadrants on the bottom say reserved. Do you have it? Real quick review. The 2 on the top, outgoing. The 2 on the bottom, reserved. The 2 on the right, people. The 2 on the left, task. I did that a couple of different times just so you could have a quick review. Now you have 4 quadrants. In the upper left, you're going to put the letter D. That stands for dominant. In the that's outgoing and task-oriented. In the upper right, you're going to put the letter I. That's outgoing and people-oriented. Clockwise order. In the bottom right, clockwise order, bottom right, you're going to put the letter S. That's reserved and people-oriented. And then to complete the clockwise circle, the bottom left, you're going to put the letter C. That represents people who are cautious and they are reserved and task-oriented. Quick review. D is dominant. I is inspiring. S is supportive. C is cautious. The D and the I are in the top half, dominant and inspiring, the top half of the circle. The bottom half, S and C, supportive and cautious. Then another way of looking at it, the left side, D and C, they're both task-oriented. And the right side, I and S, they're both people-oriented. So I'm more outgoing. That would put me in the top half of the circle. And I'm more people-oriented. That would put me on the right side. So I would be more of an I or inspiring type. So just ask yourself, am I more outgoing or more reserved? We did that earlier. Am I more task or people? One's not right or wrong. One's not good or bad. They're just different. You might say, I think I'm reserved and I'm task-oriented. Reserved would be bottom, task would be left. You would be more of the C or cautious type. And by the way, if you're thinking, well, I'm not 100% sure that's right, and how do you know this is true? And are you sure about all this? That would be a good indication that is your type. So again, it's not to label you. It's not to categorize you. It's to start understanding you. You got the picture? Draw a circle, draw a line across the middle, draw a line straight down. 4 letters, D, upper left, I, upper right, S, lower right, C, lower left. D is dominant, I is inspiring, S is supportive, and C is cautious. Now, we have complete trainings on this where we spend hours doing training and coaching. I just want to share with you 10 reasons why I think this is the best. And by the way, I think this is so important for you to know. This model is great because it is simple enough to understand and practical enough to apply. If you're listening today, you've got the basics. In about 5 minutes, you have the basic understanding of the personality model, of the DISC model of human behavior. Now, we can take it a step further, and I could say to you, my first trait is I, my second trait's D. My third trait is S, and my lowest trait, C. So I am what's called an IDSC personality. We do this training. We train people so they can do training. And we have over 2,000 trainers who have been through our material over the last 30 years to learn how to train people to understand themselves and others, to build better teams, to have better relationships. This is such a fabulous, simple methodology. All right, here we go. I'm going to give you 10 reasons why I believe this is the best methodology and the best model of human behavior that's available in the world today. Number 1, it's a wellness model. It's a wellness model. I did not say one thing that was wrong with you. I said everything that's right with you. You see, DISC does not tell you what's wrong with you. It tells you what's right with you. I'm a high I. I'm a high D. I'm a fairly high S. I'm a low C. So that teaches me, okay, this is where you are. Learn to work with yourself. Number two, it's simple enough to understand, and it's easy enough to apply. It's simple enough to, how hard is it to draw a circle with 2 lines in it and then to put 4 letters? And then you can begin to apply it. So if I'm a high I, inspiring, and I'm talking to a high C, they're more reserved and cautious. I need to tone it down, and I need to get on facts and figures. If I'm a high S talking to a high D, my style is reserved and people-oriented, but I'm talking to an outgoing tasker. I need to pick up the pace, get to the point, quit circling and land. You can simply understand how to apply this with just a little coaching and a little training. Number 3, it is a transferable system. This isn't something I thought up yesterday. This has been around for over 2,000 years. Hippocrates called it the choleric, sanguine, phlegmatic, and melancholy. I was the one who took that information and developed it into our multifaceted DISC system that we use at Personality Insights. It is a simple system. I find that systems work. That's why we have a circulatory system, a solar system, a digestive system, a reproductive system. The systems work. Cars are built with systems. That's what they use computers to find out what's wrong with the system. This is a system that can be easily transferred and understood. Number 4, it is duplicatable. I can teach this information to you, and you can turn around and teach it to someone else in less than an hour. Isn't that great? You do not have to go back to college for 4 years to learn how to teach a system that can be duplicated. This is a duplicatable system. I'm teaching it to you. You could sit down with anyone tonight and say, hey, let me show you what I learned today. Draw a circle. Draw a line across the middle of it, and then at the top right, outgoing, and the bottom reserved. And look at someone and say, are you more outgoing or are you more reserved? They might say, well, I have some of both. That's great. We all do. Where do you think you lean the most? See, you're getting to understand them. Draw a line down the middle, left side task, right side people. Are you more interested in getting the job done, or are you more interested in people getting along with each other? Well, I have some of both of those. Boy, isn't that true? We all do. Which way do you lean the most? I think I lean towards being good to people. Awesome. That's wonderful. Now, you can ask a person, this is the starting point. This is the dominant, inspiring, supportive, and cautious. Where do you think you fall in this? And you begin to teach and train how to understand yourself and how to understand others. You see, the D's want results. I's want recognition. S's want relationship. And C's want to be right. Isn't that powerful? I know some of you are pulling over on the side of the road to write some of this stuff down. You can listen to it again. Number 5, it helps you to understand yourself. I was in my 30s before I understood me. You heard that right. Here's the crazy thing. My youngest grandson's 10 years old. He understands the DISC model of human behavior like the back of his hand. He'll say, my teacher's a real high C. I'm going to have to make sure I get all my homework done because I don't want her to be mad at me. He's 10 years old. He understands this model. Helps you to understand yourself. Number 6, you can use it to read other people. In other words, you can start looking at someone and asking, are they more outgoing or are they more reserved? You can look for this. Are you aware that you say, well, I like Myers-Briggs. I've taken the Myers-Briggs type indicator a couple of times. Ask anyone who is a professional trainer with Myers-Briggs, and they will tell you it is not designed to help you read other people. It's designed to help you to understand yourself better. It only works one way, inwardly. The DISC model works inwardly. I understand me, and I can understand you. It works both ways. Number 7, it isn't something designed to label you, analyze you, categorize you, pigeonhole you, or put you in a box. It's designed to understand you. Did you catch those 5 words? People do not want to be labeled, analyzed, categorized, pigeonholed, or put in a box. But everybody I know wants to be understood better. If I had dinner with you and I said, I just want to get to know you better so I can understand you better, you would open up your heart to me. Why? Because I'm not trying to analyze you or categorize you. I'm trying to understand you. Number 7, it will help you understand people better. Number 8, it's a universal model. I've taught this on 6 continents. Now, I have to be fair. I have never been to Antarctica, so I don't know if this works with penguins or not. But I do know it works on the other 6 continents. You're hearing me correct. I have taught this on 6 different continents over the last 30-plus years. It's universal. I've never had anyone come up to me and say, well, I just couldn't identify with that at all. On the contrary, regardless of your red or yellow, black or white, regardless of where you live or your language, we have this in many different languages. I've had interpreters, and people always get it and understand it. Number 9, it has unlimited layers. It's like an onion. I have 5 college degrees. I have taught this for over 30 years. I'm still learning it. I'm still learning. My low C, be careful. Double check it. Did you proofread it? How long does it last? What time does it start? Do you have confirmation number? Do you have reservation number? Oh, wow, I forgot about that. See, I know how to let the layer of an onion, after you peel it off, there's another one, and another one, and another one. It is so fabulous when you are able to have the attitude, I don't know everything. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. That's what personal growth and development. I am a personal growth and development junkie. I want to keep growing personally. I want to develop in my life. I want to learn how to solve problems better. In a word, I want to be a wise sage. Anybody can complain, whine, suck their thumb, and moan and groan about problems. We got problems. We got more problems. We got most problems. Excuse me, have you ever spent that much time trying to come up with solutions to your problems? That's what the DISC model does. It helps you to come up. Why are we having such a hard time in this situation? Well, we have 2 Ds in charge. Can you hear that? Both of them want to be in control. And it's not, no man can serve 2 masters. You're going to have problems. It'd be better to have one person put the D in charge and let the S support them. And then let I's be in charge of sales, where they can mix and mingle with people, and C's handle the books. There's so much here. I'm just giving you the 30,000-foot view of why these are the best reasons that the DISC model is the best way to understand people. Finally, number 10, save the best for last. The reason the DISC model of human behavior is the best one to understand yourself and others is because it's the truth. Have you ever heard, know the truth, and the truth will set you free? I am probably the freest person you'll ever meet because I understand the truth. I understand not everybody's wired like me. I understand not everybody's wired like you. I understand I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I understand I am some people's cup of tea. We're different, and that's okay. And I'm talking about in our personality. D's like power, I's like people, S's like pace and predictability, and C's like procedure. D's are firm, I's are fun, S's are friendly, C's are factual. Just in our brief overview today, I've given you 10 different reasons. Now I want to encourage you, go to maybe to our website, Personality Insights. Maybe you'd like to get certified in this. Maybe you'd like to come to one of our certifications. I teach 2 private certifications every year. Learn how to teach the DISC model of human behavior, and you will have an opportunity sooner or later to be a blessing, a help, and an encouragement to a lot of people. I hope today's broadcast for our podcast has been helpful for you. We only spent about 15 or 16 minutes on all of this, and now you have enough information to start your business, to come on board and to be one of our trainers and to change the world for good. I look forward to meeting you somewhere along the way. I'm Dr. Robert Rohm. Thank you for being on this podcast today. I look forward to our next time together. Thank you so much.
For more information about this podcast, please visit www.becomingwiserpodcast.com.